Hello students, welcome to Umadevi Children Academy. Student, today we are going to discuss the topic is the hybridizations. Right. So in this hybridization, we are going to discuss what is hybridization, so how the hybridization occurs, the how many types of hybridizations are there, the all these things we are going to discuss today topics. So let us start the today topic, that is hybridization. So hybridization means here students, it is the hybridization which give the geometric shape of the polyatomic molecules, which also give the geometric shape of the polyatomic molecules, and it's explained by the Pauling. Right students? Okay, what is hybridization? The atomic orbital. What is atomic orbital? Atomic orbitals are the s atomic s orbital, electron present in the s orbital, that is called s atomic orbital. Electron present in the p orbital, that is p atomic orbital. Electron present in the d orbital, that is we call the electron present in the d orbital, called as the d atomic orbitals. Right students? So the outermost electron which are present in the orbital, that is we call as the atomic orbitals. So outermost electron might be present in the s atomic orbital, outermost electron might be present in the p atomic orbital, outermost electron might be present in the d atomic orbital and the f atomic orbital. So these outermost electrons are present here in s orbital, p orbital electron, d orbital electron. These outermost orbital electrons which make a bond with some other atoms. So that's why we are consider the s atomic orbitals of the element which are making a bond, so that is the s orbital. Right. So atomic orbital which are combine each other. Atomic orbitals are combined. How combine? S and maybe combine. S are combined. The S atomic orbitals are combined. Or you may say, you may use the S and P atomic orbitals are combined here. Or S and the P two atomic orbitals are combined. And S and P three atomic orbitals might be combined. So s and p orbitals are combined here. S and p 2 orbitals are combined. S1s and 3p orbitals are combined. So the combining the orbitals, combining the orbital with each other to form the new energy. How form the new energy? What is mean of the equivalent energy? Equivalent energy means s orbital nuclear charge different, repulsive force is different. P orbitals nuclear charge and repulsive force is different, shielding effect is different. So when both are combined with each other to form sp orbital, it is like students like this, 1 and 1, the 1 both are combined to form 2. So here we are adding, the energy is increasing here. So similarly, when we are add the one orbital and another orbital mutually share the electrons, s orbital electrons, p orbital electrons, both are mutually share and combine to form the sp orbitals. Sp orbital. So this is the sp is the equivalent energy. Equivalent energy means sp is the equivalent energy. Equivalent energy, because two or more than two atomic orbitals are combined, that is called equivalent energy. So here they are separate, s is separate, p is separate, but here both are combined, so that is sp orbital. Understands? So atomic orbital combine to form new set of equivalent energy of orbital called as hybrid orbital. And the hybrid orbital used in the bond formations. Hybrid orbitals are used in the bond formation. Already I told you, s orbitals with sharing electron to the p orbitals, p also sharing to the s orbital. They both are combined here, that is sp orbital. So bond is formed between the s and p orbitals. This phenomenon we call the hybridizations, right? Or one more definition, two or more than two atomic orbitals combine to form equivalent energy of the new orbitals, called as hybridizations. Two or more than two atomic orbital combine to form equivalent energy of new orbital, called as a hybridizations. Right students? So this is the definition of hybridizations. Or here the one more, the intermixing of the orbital slightly different energy. Already I told you, s and p different energy, p and d different energy, s and d different energy, right? because they're having the different nuclear charge, different shielding effect. So that's why they're having the different energy. So the intermixing of the orbital slightly different energy redistributed the formation of the new energy. Redistribute their energy, resulting in the formation of new set of orbital called as the new set of orbitals, equivalent energy and shapes. Right, students? So the two or more atomic orbitals are intermixed here. S orbital, already we know that S is the spherical. S orbital is the spherical. Sorry, S is the spherical, and the P is the dumbbell shape. P is the dumbbell shape. Right, students? P is dumbbell shape, and P in which, okay, students, look at here. S is the spherical shape. Electrons are rotated in the spherical form. S orbital in which electrons are rotated in spherical form. P, the P already we know that P have a 3 suborbitals, Px, Py, Pz. The Px in which, why it is considered as a Px? Because electrons are rotated, might be rotated in the x-axis directions. Why it is Py? Electrons are rotated in the y-axis direction. Pz, this is Pz. Pz means electron rotated in the z-axis directions. So electrons are rotated in different directions. So this is the orbitals, Px, Py, Pz, and S. S are in which electrons are rotated spherically, and P in which electrons are rotated dumbbell shape. So here the S orbital electrons and P orbital electrons, if both are combined, then what happens, students? Look at here. S combined with P, right? So here its nuclear energy different, nuclear charge, effective nuclear charge different, its effective nuclear charge is different, but here both are combined. After combining, their energy must be here change. Both are energy adding here, both energy is adding here. So that's why the two or more than two atomic orbital combine to form equivalent energy of new orbital called as hybridizations. So this is we call it, and after the hybridization it gives the energy different energy and shape also. How it will give, we will discuss one by one, students. Look at here, 2s and 3p, 2p orbitals. So already we know that the 1s2, 2s and the 2p. S, why it is S? It is spherical rotated. Why it is S? It is spherical rotated. It is in which electrons rotated, having 3 subshell that have electrons rotated in the different directions. X axis, that is Px, and Py and Pz. So here this S orbital having the 1 electrons, and P orbital having the 3 electrons. Look at here, these are the 3 electrons. So if the electrons are shifted here, 1 electrons here, it is unpair. Just a minute, I will show you. Okay, look at here. This is 1s, this is 2s, and this is 2p. So here it is pair. It is completely satisfied the nuclear energy, and it does not need any kind of the attraction. So it is completely stable here. This is stable, but here it is unpair. This is unpair. So that's why any other foreign element, for example, this is the element is X. So Y elements are combined to share their 1 electrons in the S orbital. Another Y elements are combined to intermix. Intermix means they are hybridizing here. Y element maybe the S, maybe Y, P, maybe Z, or sorry, maybe Px, maybe Py, Pz. So here Y electron shifting on the Px orbital, Y electron shifting on the Py orbital, Y electron shifting on the Pz. So tell me, students, this Y electrons, how many Y electrons? 4 Y electrons. One Y electron shifted in the S orbital, another shifted in the Px, and third one shifted in the Py, and fourth one shifted in the Pz. So tell me, students, how many hybridations are there here? The hybridization occurs in the 1s orbital and px, py, pz. It means 3p. P is 3, that is sp3 hybridization. So the Pauling try to telling here the 2s, 1 2s and 3 2p orbital, the carbon hybridized, so that is the formation of the sp3 hybridized orbital. Right students? Okay. So silent feature of the hybridizations. So what is the silent feature here? So number of hybrid orbital is equal to number of atomic orbital get hybridized. So whatever the hybridization is there, the hybridization means hybridization which is depend upon the number of atomic orbitals. How many atomic orbitals are intermixing? Right. If only two atomic orbitals are intermixing, S P intermixing. So S is one atomic orbital, P is another atomic orbital. Only two hybrid orbitals are mixing here to form sp hybridization. Right. One s orbital plus one more px and one more py is hybridizing. So tell me students, total how many s? Only one s. How many p? P. Just to neglect the x and y, just count the number of p. P is 2. So the hybridization which depend upon the number of atomic orbitals are intermixing. Hybrid orbital always equivalent energy and shape. So when the atomic orbitals are combined with each other, it will also give the fixed shape and equivalent energy. Already I told you the hybrid orbitals are intermixing. When they are intermixing, it means the energy must be the s orbital energy and p orbital energy must be added when they are combined with each other. Right. Like we are adding 1 plus 1, we are it is equal to 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Like this, S and P combined to form SP. Right. Only two orbital. And similarly S, PX and PY 3 combining here. So total is sp2 S, PX, PY plus and PZ. How many? The one S. How many P? Tell me. Px, Py, Pz. 3p. That is sp3. sp3. Restaurants. So how it gives the shape we will discuss in the next slide, students. So hybrid orbitals are more effective forming the stable bond than the pure atomic orbitals. So what are the hybrid orbitals are there? Hybrid orbital form the stable compound than the pure atomic orbitals. So whatever the hybridizations are there, it means two or more atomic orbitals are combining here. So here the last time I think that the topic is the overlapping concept is skipped here, so we will better understand. So here when you compare SS orbital, SS orbital is less stable as compared to SP orbitals, right? Because the different energy is combining here, different orbitals are combining, so that's why this is more stable than this one. And one more reason is there here. What is the reason here? So S and P orbitals nuclear interaction is different here. Effective nuclear charge is different. So effective nuclear charge must be added here, right? So here look at here. I just consider this the S orbital effective nuclear charge is 1. S orbital effective nuclear charge is 1. So total how many here? That is 2. Look at here. S orbital effective nuclear charge is 1. P consider as I consider as a 2. Then total is 3. So that means this is more stable here as compared to this one because it is in the higher energy than this one. That's why. It is not always the higher energy. Just for example, I shown you, right? So the effective atomic orbitals form more stable bond than the pure. Pure means that is SS is pure. This is pure, and SP is impure. SP hybridization is impure. So the SP is more stable than SS because here the two different atomic orbitals nuclear charges are adding here and both having the different nuclear charges, so that's why they are more stable here. Right, students? Hybrid orbitals directed in a space some preferred directions, minimum repulsion between the electron pair and thus a unstable arrangement. Unstable arrangement, therefore the type of hybridization indicate the geometric molecules. So what are the hybridization is there? The hybridization in which the space in some preferred directions is minimum repulsions. When two atomic orbitals are combined with each other, so here they are the causes the minimum repulsion. Already I told you they causes minimum repulsion, so that's why they are most stable. So causes minimum repulsion between the electron pair. Thus it is stable. Why it is stable? So here also given the forming stable bond. Why stable? Because the electron pair repulsion is less here. SS in which electron repulsion is greater than the SP. So that's why the SP is more stable than the SS. Right, students, understood? Okay, important condition of hybridations. The orbitals present in the valence shell of the atom are hybridized. Orbital present in the valence shell. The valence shell electrons only hybridize here, right? For example, student, I will show you. Okay, hydrogen. 1s1. S means electron spherical. So valence is. So this is nucleus. Valence is 1. So s orbitals only intermixing here, right? Outermost electrons only intermixing. The students. And one more example, I am using here the beryllium. Beryllium atomic number is 4, that is 1s2, 2s2. So proton 1s2, 2s2. So 2s2 electrons are hybridizing here. 2s2 electrons are hybridizing here. Right, students? And promotion of electron not initial condition, the hybridization. So electron promotion is not essential. Sometimes it is hybridization will be occur. Some in some cases electrons are promoted to higher range like this. So here the electrons. So electron here promoted to here. This electron promoted to here. So then it becomes all are unpair. Right? One is shifted here. Like this. So electron promotion not necessary. Sometimes it will be necessary. Some conditions only. Some exceptional condition. So here it is not necessary to only half filled orbitals are participate. Sometimes look at here the beryllium atomic number 4, 1s2, 2s2 orbital. 1s2 electrons pair, 2s2 electrons also pair. So why can it participate? Because so these s orbital electrons are here the less stable because of the electrons are repulsion here. Electron causes more repulsion. Both are s orbital electron. Both electrons belongs to the s. So that's why it causes more repulsion. So that's why this is promoted. So look at here like this. This is promoted to here. Then it is promoted to here and it becomes unpair. Right, students? Some orbitals after fulfilling electron they are participative. Like beryllium, carbons are the example to promote the electrons even the orbitals are fulfilled. Right, students? Types of hybridization. There are 3 types of hybridization: sp hybridization, sp2 and sp3. Type of hybridizations are sp hybridization, and the sp2 hybridization. Last one, sp3 hybridizations. Right. So sp hybridization. So this type of hybridizations are involved the mixing the s and p orbitals, resulting formation of the 2 equivalent sp hybrid orbitals. Right, students? So the suitable orbital sp hybridization are s and p. Sorry, it is mistakenly written as z. S and p if the hybrid orbitals are lie along the z axis. S and pz orbitals lie along the z axis is the suitable s and p orbital intermixing here. Sp hybridization is there. In this sp hybridization, if s orbital and the pz orbitals are intermixing. It means electrons are rotated on the z-axis only, because here electrons is this is z-axis, so that's why they are rotating in the z-axis only. Right, students? So the hybridization in which so what are the energies, how energy is considered? Yeah, what is the energy of sp hybridations? So here we are consider the what are the energies there, the any element, any molecules, the molecule energy, any molecules, any molecule energy we are considered as a 100%, 100% any molecule, right? For example, I am using here the one s orbitals and one p orbitals are combined to form sp hybridization is formed here. So what is the sp hybridization energy? So that's why we are considering sp is a kind of molecule, so we are considering 50% of s, 50% of p combined to form 100% of sp hybridization, that is sp molecules. Right, students? So each molecule has a sp hybridization linked directly to central atom possess linear geometry. It is a linear geometry structure, and this type of hybridization always diagonal hybridization. This was always diagonal hybridization. Diagonal means, students, the hybridizations are like this. Diagonal. This is diagonal, right? Diagonals. Like we see, in many structures you have to see this is a cube in which this is a diagonal. Like this, the s orbitals and p orbitals are combined diagonally. Okay, so sp hybridations along the z-axis, and positive lobes and negative lobes. The positive negative lobes, I think that topic is skipped, students. That is the giving the orbital overlapping concept. It means positive lobe means the proper intermixing atomic orbital. Negative lobe means the improper intermixing atomic orbitals. That is only this one you have to understand, right? Okay, effective overlapping resulting the formation of stronger bond. So one example we will give here, the BeCl2. Already I told you. So BeCl2, the ground state electronic configuration 1s2 2s2. Already I told you, boron. Here atomic orbitals are completely fulfilled here. So excited state, the one s orbital promoted to the 2p orbitals. Already I had shown. I think I will show you once again, students. 1s2 2s2. Right, and these electrons are promoted to here. This electron promoted to here. Then it becomes, it is already pair. It is unpair. This empty orbitals get 1 electrons. So tell me, students. So here the B, the central orbital, we are always considering the central orbital hybridization. So B in which one chlorine is bond share 1 electron, because chlorine outermost 7 electrons. So this 1 electrons are shifted here in which orbital? S orbital. S orbital. One more chlorine is shifted here. P orbitals. sp hybridations. Alright, students. So here, so 2s in which 2p orbital both get hybridized here to form sp hybridations. Right. So look at your structure. That is a linear structure. So BeCl2. So here the Cl, whatever Cl is there, the Cl molecules are intermixed from the z-axis, through z-axis. So that's why the last slide we are told, sorry, here the last slides, along the z-axis, whatever sp hybridization always intermix along the z-axis. So look at your structure, the here along the z-axis is occupying along the z-axis, right? So this is along the z-axis to form BeCl2, right? Next, sp2 hybridization. If you understand the sp hybridization, similarly the same process in the sp2 hybridations. So in this case, the one s orbital and two p orbitals are combined with each other, right? So one of the examples are given here, BeCl3. BeCl3. So I will show you the BeCl3 how it hybridizes the boron. Atomic number 5. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Right, students? Five electrons. Here 1 electron. These electrons are promoted to here. So it becomes 1 and it will get 2. So one chlorine shifted here in s orbital, another chlorine shifted their own electron in p orbitals, another chlorine shifted here in p orbital. So how many s? 1. How many p? 2. That is sp2 hybridations. Yes, friends. So the the sp2 hybridization, right? Look at here, sp2 hybridizations. So BaCl3 is the bond angle is 120 degrees Celsius. So this is the bond angle is 120 degrees Celsius, or you may hear 120 degrees Celsius, and here also 120 degrees Celsius. Yes, okay. Already I mentioned here in this figure I given 120 degrees Celsius, and it is a planar trigonal planar structure. Trigonal planar. Right, friends. sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. So here the hybridization, in this hybridization the one of the example is given CH4. So carbon I am using here, carbon atomic number 6, 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Right, ground state. This electron promoted here. Now this is as usual pair, it get unpair 1 electrons, and the p orbitals are completely unpair here. So how many hydrogen? 4 hydrogen. Though 1 hydrogens are shifted their own electrons in this orbital, another hydrogen shifted their electrons in this orbital, another hydrogen shifted their electrons in this orbital, another hydrogen shifted their electron in this orbital. So tell me, one hydrogen shifted in which orbital? S. This is S. So px, py, pz. So one orbital shifted in the px, another shifted in the py, and third one shifted in the pz. So tell me students, how many s? 1. How many p? 3. So that is hybridization is sp3. Right? Very good, students. So here the CH4 molecule considered as having the 100% of energy. So what is the contribution of the each atom? So carbon, and how many hydrogen students here? 4 no? 1 2 3 4. So carbon 25% energy, and hydrogen 25% energy, and the remaining hydrogen also 25% of energy. Carbon 25% of energy, and the carbon 25% of energy, and the remaining all the hydrogens are the 25 the all the 4 hydrogens are contributing the 75% of energy. So total is 100%. Right? So this is the hybridization. I hope you understood. So look at the structure, friends. The structure is here, the trigonal. The structure here. So C, one hydrogen here, 2 3 4. So it means the carbon having the s orbital. Consider whatever s. This is s, this is p, this is this is px, this is py, and this is the pz. Right? So here the each in which the hybridization is spherical. So that's why in the black spot is there, this black spot is the hydrogen, and this is all are carbon electrons. Right, students? Understood? So ground state, already I discussed all these things. So here the ammonia, one more structure, the example ammonia example is given. So I will tell you the ammonia, the nitrogen, always ammonia, it means the NH3. It means which one is central element? Central element only one, and terminal elements are 2 or more than 2. So it's nitrogen is the central element. So the central element always causes hybridization. We are considering hybridization atomic number 7. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Right? Okay, here 1s2 2 electrons, 2s2 2 electrons, and the 2p in which 3 electrons are shifted. Right, students? So look at here, students. So in which here these electrons cannot be promoted to higher excited state, because the s orbital which is for the 3s after 2p, 3s available, 3s which is far away from the second energy level, so it cannot be promoted to excited state. So that's why one hydrogen shifted here, another hydrogen shifted here, and third hydrogen shifted here. So it means the nitrogen is 1, it having the 1 ampere. They look at here that this 2 ampere as it is, one hydrogen here, s orbital, sorry, px, py, pz. So here students, we are considering this is sp3 hybridization. Why? Because the energy level is same here. This is one exception condition. The energy level, second energy level 2s, and the hybridization occurs in the 2p. Hybridization occurs in the 2p, but we can't be considered as a p3 because the energy level is same here. Second energy level of the second energy level in which hybridization occurs by the hydrogen, and the second energy level in which two pair of electrons are present here. So that's why we are considering this one also as a sp3, right? We are considering this orbital s, and this is px, py, pz. So sp3 hybridizations, right? So this is the next water molecules. So I will give this the homework for you. Just you explain me, right students? I will explain. You have to explain me. Just simply explain you the water. The central atom is oxygen. Atomic number 8. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So energy level is same here. Energy level is same. So that's why we are considering this electron also in the hybridations. Energy level is same and this is pair. So that's why this is also considering the hybridization. It cannot promote to excited state. So one hydrogen is bond here by sharing one electron. One hydrogen is bond here by sharing one electrons. So this is S, this is Px, and this is Py, and this is Pz. So total is sp3 hybridizations. Right students? So sp3 hybridization of the methane. So look at here students, the one carbon. Atomic number 6. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So this is 2 electrons. This electron promoter is shifted to here. Now it becomes unpair. The empty orbital becomes fulfilled here, right? So this carbon bond with the one next carbon atom, right? And this carbon bond with the how many hydrogen? 1, 2, 3 hydrogen. So one hydrogen here, second hydrogen here, third hydrogen is S in which carbon is bonded. S in which carbon bonded. So I will show you this carbon here. The carbon, this is S orbital, and this is Px, and this is Py, and this is Pz. So carbon here, I will show. I will draw students. I will draw for you. So this is s orbital electrons. I will do like this. P orbital electrons, 1 electrons, Py orbital electrons, and this is Pz electrons, right? So another here carbon, right? So here the carbon means this is Py. I will consider this is Py. So Py and S are intermixing here. And so here it means this carbon S orbital intermixing with the second carbon. This is first carbon. First carbon S electrons intermix with the second carbon P electrons. P electron. It may be Py, Pz, Px. And here it bond with the one hydrogen. Here it bond with the one hydrogen. Here it bond with the one hydrogen. So tell me students, the first carbon, what is the hybridization of the first carbon? So here carbon in which the s orbital bond with the s orbital hybridized, and carbon in which p orbital also hybridized, and second Py also hybridized, Pz also hybridized. So how many? P3. One carbon, all the empty orbitals are hybridized. So it is called first carbon sp3 hybridization, and second carbon also sp3 hybridization here. Second carbon also sp, like first carbon. If you understand the first carbon, similar the second carbon. The both are sp3 hybridizations, right students? So here the carbon-carbon bond length is 154 picometer, and the bond angle, the carbon to hydrogen bond angle is, sorry, bond length is 119 picometer. Bond angle is 109 28 degree 28 minute. Right, friends? Similarly, sp2 hybridizations, this is also similar process as the for the sp3. So in this case, the carbon, so first carbon, and this is the second carbon. So carbon electrons 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So first carbon, second carbon, first carbon and second carbons are intermixed with each other, and this is also intermixed with hydrogen, this is also intermixed with hydrogen. So tell me, students, this is considered the S is hybridized, 1p hybridized and second p also hybridized, and this is not hybridized because unavailable of the hydrogen, right? So unavailable of hydrogen, this is not hybridized, right? So that's why the 1s and 2p, the 1s and 2p only hybridized, so it is called sp2 hybridizations. So similarly here the s hybridized, and this is hybridized with the one hydrogen, this is px, and this is also hybridized, it may be py pz, and this also due to the unavailable of this is also not hybridized, so it means they form the pi bonds, they forms pi bond. It means they are not hybridized, just showing the attractions, just held in the nuclear attraction. This first carbon electrons showing the attraction to the second carbon nucleus, second carbon electron showing the attraction to the first carbon nucleus, right? sp2 hybridations, like here. So here carbon, first carbon, second carbon, so one hydrogen, second hydrogens are hybridized, third also hybridized, so this is not hybridized, so this is the pi bond, right? This is pi bond, not hybridized. Right, friends? Understood? So look at here. Here also I mentioned the here hybridized, right? And this is also hydrogen hybrid, and this is pi bond, right? sp hybridations. So in this sp hybridization, students, so one carbon and one hydrogen is hybridized, one carbon, one hydrogen. So in sp2, one carbon, two hydrogen, that is sp2, right, students? So here sp, sorry, c2h2, that is sp, that is one carbon, one hydrogen, right? How? So carbon here, first carbon, electron, 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 orbital, electrons. So here the second carbon, C2, C1's first carbon. So these are hybridized here. This is here, this is like this, and this is like this. Electron, electron, electrons. So these are hybridized. Here one hydrogen is bonded here. So first carbon, look at, this is not hybridized because unavailable of hydrogen. This is also not hybridized due to the unavailable of hydrogen. So first carbon, how many hybridations present here? One S, one P, sp hybridations. Second carbon, it is hybridized, and this is bond with the hydrogen. So one S, one P hybridized. So these are due to unavailable of hydrogen, they are forming the pi bond. Due to unavailable of hydrogen, they are forming the pi bond, just showing the attractions. So but here they are intermixing, orbitals are intermixing, their orbitals are not intermixing, orbitals are showing the attraction, just showing the attraction to nucleus. Right, friends? These are sp hybridations. Look at your structure. Right, friends? So this is the two structure, friends. So here the one carbon, here s orbital hybridized, here p orbitals. So it is sp orbital. This is s orbitals and this is p orbitals. So only we are considering one carbon. One carbon sp hybridization. Similarly, other carbon also sp hybridations. Right. So one carbon sp, another carbon sp2 is not available. So if they are both are bonding, means either it may be sp, sp2 or sp3. Right, friends? So this is a today topic, students. If you have any doubt, then ask me, student. Thank you so much. Sorry for the I'm not attending on the meeting because of some network problems. Right, students? Thank you so much.